Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about a game I played last night in King of the Court that was absolutely insane. Legitimately against one of the best teams I've played all year. Maybe the best team I've played against all year. Jokic, Dr. J, LeBron, Embiid, and AK, as well as a ridiculously stacked bench. Shea, SGA, KG. Like, all the exchange, top tier, different cards in the game pretty much. Obviously, my squad is great as well, but this is a pretty insane team. And so it was a very good game. I've played against this guy before, Saffron Jam. He's a good player. I played him in Showdown in the past and other things. He's a good player with a great team. It's a very competitive game. And after this game, I was in 8th place in King of the Court. So King of the Court has gone pretty well for me this week. Definitely been sweating a lot. And this was a good matchup against a great squad. And I was locked in. I was making sure I gave myself the best chance I could to win. Hopefully try to win by as much as possible as well. I think this was a really good game overall. So hopefully y'all do enjoy. Go downhill, first possession with Dylan Harper. Get to the rim against Jokic and finish. Obviously, with a team like this, Dr. J, LeBron, and AK are all absolutely unbelievable defenders. So a guy like Jokic is probably the player that I want to target the most, just because, well, he's an extremely... Why did I call a timeout? I forget exactly why I called a timeout this early in the game. There was a reason, but it's very early to call a timeout. Oh, I called a timeout to try to do manual matchups. But I honestly am not 100% sure how you switch the players, because the only player it was letting me do matchups for... Oh, I think I have to unselect the player and then change player, basically. But I was putting Jaren on Jokic, basically. I wanted to make sure I had the right size on him. I'm scrolling down to see what I can change there. Didn't even realize I changed that setting, actually. But point being, just wanted to make sure I had Jaren on Jokic there, because hey, he's 6'11", and I could have Dylan Harper guard AK, basically. This is kind of my thought process. Throw the pop there and it's a turnover. He X-switched it well, and AK obviously is an elite defender, but that was not a very good take, and he gets blessed with the foul. That is unfortunate. Good steal, but I don't think it should have been a foul, but he gets 2 points at the free throw line, so congratulations. Moving on forward into the next possession here. We are down 4-2. This is, again, a very this is a sweaty game, but we get around Jokic again, attacking him because he has that lowest agility probably and is overall probably the worst defender on the court. Gotta obviously make Dr. J work as much as possible. I feel like that wasn't terrible defense. If Harper could have gotten a little more in front of Dr. J on that X switch, that would have been nice, but I don't feel like that was a terrible defensive possession. We reset again here. Reject the screen. I low-key maybe had the shot with Dr. J there, but decide not to. And we'll reset the offense again, coming off it with KD. Not forcing the slit because it wasn't really open, but again, I just didn't really have much open period there, and Dwight saves me with the offensive rebound, which I appreciate. Shout out to Dwight Howard. Stop there, looking for my dump in, and KD just kind of makes a play there at the end of the possession. It was almost a turnover. LeBron's playing good defense, and KD just a little back out and then use that push cross to get past LeBron, create a little bit of momentum going towards the basket. Gets me a bucket, which I will take. I'm trying to X-switch Dylan Harper off of LeBron, and I kind of did, but I also got nobody guarding LeBron, and Dr. J's not able to recover in time to actually contest there, which is unfortunate. Good shot right there. He overhelps with Dr. J. We make him pay, knocking down the 3 ball, and there we go. I finally get Dylan Harper actually guarding Andre Karolinko, at least next possession. And then I put KD on Braun as well. Lucky he missed that because I was trying to change my matchup, so I wasn't playing quite as much defense as I should have been. But Dr. J's filling, catching, shooting, and greening again. Big shot. Give us a 12-9 lead. Good job getting out in transition and running the floor quickly, trying to take as much advantage as possible of our opportunities. Manually click on and step up to try to get some sort of a contest there. We do get enough of a contest to force a miss, although I think it was open. And I changed my mind. I was going to put Cooper Flagg in to guard LeBron, but I'm like, you know what? I'll leave KD on now that I have Dylan Harper on AK. I think it'll be okay. He does a really nice job of crossing over, getting downhill, and dunking, and he has himself a 12-11 lead, or we have ourselves a 12-11 lead, but again, he's doing a good job of getting to the rim with Dr. J so far. Stop. I low-key maybe had a slight room to shoot that there, and I have KD, really nice pass, confident shot, green bean, good read right here. Basically, I'll talk y'all through the read real quickly. It's not super complicated, but basically, I'm being patient here. I send Dylan Harper on a backdoor, and he reaches himself out of the play. So I know he's got to help from somewhere immediately. Where is he helping from? Maybe I have this anyway, but I don't want to throw this. I know he's going to help. See, clicks on AK. I recognize this, and I'm immediately passing it over here. He clicked onto Embiid, but he's not rotating up quickly enough. I'm reading where he's rotating from, knowing that he has to help there, and then making that right next pass instead of just immediately throwing it to the slip, which is good offense. He comes right back with good offense of his own, though, using his escape to get me in the screen, shooting a little bit of a blinder shot and knocking down a 3-ball to cut it right back to a 1-point game. Really good stuff by him. Good patience there with Dr. J, managing to turn the corner, take our standing duck. No need to force anything or force a pass back out and reset too early. We can keep exploring the paint a little bit there, and we do a good job. LeBron is so dang fast, but a good X switch with Dr. J, and then we managed to get a contest as well. Really nice contest there. Swing it to KD. I had the shot there, and I should have shot it, honestly. Try to turn the corner. Now we're resetting the offense. Was that a bad shot? I don't know. Good board again by Dwight, which I appreciate, but I felt like that was a pretty decent shot. And Embiid just gets a little bit of contest. But look at Kevin Durant using his escape, getting off of a screen, getting AK into the screen, and knocking down a 3. And all of a sudden, 6-point lead. That is where you want to be early in the first quarter. A block for Dr. J as well actually gives him takeover at the very end of the first quarter. He is playing great so far in this game. But I'm not going to lie, one man in particular kind of took over this game in the second half. Y'all will see who I am talking about specifically here in a little bit, and it wasn't Dr. J, as good as he's played here in this first quarter. That was a big part of this game, actually, was Cooper Flagg. I'll just say it right now. Cooper Flagg played absolutely spectacular in the second half of this game. It was a lot of fun, honestly. And that's not good pop defense at all. I'm literally checking here to make sure I have my hedge settings on automatic, which I do. But terrible pop defense. It's okay. It is what it is. Just gotta manually play the pop. I mean, the CPU thought that the lane was less open than it was, I guess, or was more open than it was, and helped down. And I got to be clicked on, ready to do it myself, I guess. Good job picking up in transition here. But unfortunately get too far off of Jokic. Just like that, a 6-point lead. It's, again, a tie game. Not how you extend a game to start a second quarter, by playing bad pop defense, forcing a shot at the rim, and then turning the ball over. And then giving up another wide open 3 to the guy with the slowest jumper on the court. Like, that's not how you do it. Now, that's a decent shot. Kevin Durant knocking down a little bit of a contest. KD's a dog, man. He's just really, really good offensively. He makes a play. We'll take it. Good defense by Jaren. This is an important click on right here. This is me realizing that LeBron has the ability to turn the corner here, as y'all will see when he's in transition. LeBron is ahead of KD. He's in position easily to be able to turn the corner. I just need KD to get back faster, honestly. But I realize immediately LeBron's got a driving lane here. And so I click onto Jaren, knowing I probably could have done Dwight as well, but knowing that basically Jaren's man's so far back out of the play that I can just rotate to pick that up. They switched for some reason. I don't really know why, honestly. Harper's matchup and Jaren's matchup switched. So he low-key had AK, but Jaren does manage to just go, I beeline straight for the basket, not going for LeBron, but going towards the basket, and we get ourselves a stop. Good putback by Dwight. Little bit of a force on that shot. I honestly didn't think Embiid was going to be able to get there, but Embiid, I just can't underrate Embiid, man. He makes so many plays. He's so quick. He's such a dog. So good X switch there. Really good job of keeping AK from getting any sort of space. Go under just a little bit here because Jokic isn't the biggest threat off the dribble, and then he tries to force the slip. He low-key maybe could have shot that drag back, actually. I turn it over almost, and I do wind up turning it over. I meant to. This was supposed to be Icon Y. That pass was supposed to be thrown to Jaren, not to Dwight, and it gets turned over there. Embiid gets the steal. I guess kind of my bad. I don't know. It is what it is. Good X switch right there. I switch Jaren onto AK, but unfortunately, I helped off the corner just a little bit too much, and he throws a really nice dot, gets that pass in there, and low-key almost should have had a turnover as well. It's really good offense by him. I want to go back and look at that last shot that he had real quickly, because this is really good. This is good offense by him. Basically, I have a little bit of a mismatch right here with Dr. J on Embiid, and my thought process here is to switch this. You see me click onto Dwight and switch this matchup right here. And then this gets switched as well. I'm coming here to play this. If AK slips, he pops AK. So I click onto Dwight, and I do reach, trying to play this passing lane, but he did a good job of recognizing it, dotting the corner. Dwight doesn't steal the pass. It is what it is. Wasn't the worst defense ever, but I really probably didn't need to help that much off in the first place, Dr. J. And then I get lucky that's not a bump steal, to be totally honest. I will take it. Not complaining, but we do wind up getting ourselves a lucky, not stop there, but a lucky maintaining the ball there, not turning the ball over. And we are in a fine spot here. Subbing the bench in the game. He also subs his bench in the game. SGA, KG, Cooper Flagg, Sigma, and then he also has Scottie Pippen, who he will sub in for Dr. J once Dr. J doesn't have takeover anymore. Good patience here. Try to go downhill, slip the screen if we can. Sigma does slip behind, and we get a little lucky there too. 2 possessions, or 2 plays in a row, with the bump still not being a turnover, and then that tip pass not being a turnover. 2K definitely favors me on the algo a little bit there, but we'll take it. And he forces. That's just not a very good shot on this year's game, especially on King of the Court difficulty, and we get ourselves a bucket, which we will take. Cooper Flagg, turn in the corner, hop step, find the open man. Great pass, great shot, and I just miss it. I don't know. Maybe it didn't register my no dip there. Shooting it early there is bad, but he kind of forces in transition with KG. Never a shot I'd really want to shoot. KG's a great card, but not for that specific role. Cooper Flagg, I try to hop step there, trying to get downhill on SGA, which is fine. We reset the offense here. Little drag. No, what did I do here? I'm trying to remember what. I honestly don't remember. Turn the corner. He X switches it well. Really good defense. I'm forced to bail out, but then I send a little. This is good patience here. Honestly, there's nothing open. This possession. This is a good defensive possession. Nope. Hold on. Go back. Go back. A little more. Here we go. Let's just watch this whole defensive possession back, because he played good defense here. I try to hop step with Cooper Flagg, and he gets to pick the ball up animation instead of hop step. So I reset the offense, dribble handoff to D-Book so as to not force the pass. He X switches his SG onto D-Book, gets a bigger defender on Cooper Flagg. Good defense by him. I call a pick and roll. Try to slip the screen. He X switches it again. KG's in that passing lane, so I push pop it. He does a good job here of, yes, he overcloses out a little bit. His player's not in position, but he does a really good job of X-switching this. I should have dotted this pass immediately. I don't understand why Bosch moves up. When this player moves, he should be standing here, not moving to here. I don't understand why that's a thing. He should be over there. But I should have also thrown the pass earlier and recognized that he was going to try to come help off of that. So that's on me. The good thing that I do here, though, is I keep the possession going. Late in the possession, give myself some motion, send Cooper Flagg on a cut to the basket. Backdoor cuts are cheesy, yes. But late in the possession, you got to use what you have at your disposal. You know what I mean? And what I have at my disposal there is an opportunity to just keep the possession going, send a really good finisher on a backdoor cut, try to get a bucket at the rim. You know what I mean? Find what you can. Make it, do the best you can with what you have. Good job of picking up Dr. J there and then also getting the switch back. I try my best to recover there, and I get a little lucky with him missing that because I was just, again, late switching to the pop. I switched it, but I was definitely late getting there a little bit. Hit Andrew Wiggins, really nice confident shot here. Small window shot, but it is open. I mean, it's not, he is clicking on to Cooper Flagg here. We do a good job of recognizing that neither Dr. J or Cooper Flagg are going to be able to recover in time. And we knock down that shot with Wiggins. It's a little bit of a smaller window 3, but it's a big shot nonetheless. We don't X-switch this. Now we X-switch it. That's really good X-switch right there, honestly, picking up with Flagg, but I probably needed to jump. He didn't get quite as physical of a body-up animation on that switch as I would have liked. Downhill drive here, come off of the screen. We got ourselves a little bit of a switch here. I'm trying to get the switch messed up there, and I'm not quite able to do so. Cooper, size mismatch, not even size mismatch, just gets a little bit of inside position, shoots a little post fade, and Cooper Flagg gets his first bucket of the game, which is a big shot. That one does not count. Sorry, his second bucket of the game. He already got a bucket on that backdoor. But the third quarter is where Cooper Flagg really comes to play. Up by 8 at the end of the first half. To be totally honest, I would say I was a little bit lucky in that first half. A couple possessions definitely did go my way, which I will take. Sometimes the algo is in your favor, and sometimes it's not. But my responsibility here with an 8-point lead is to try to extend the game. We got a great opponent with a really good team. He's got Scottie Pippen in now as well. Like, his bench is elite. He's got a great team. It's my responsibility to do the best I can to keep this game as competitive as possible. Cooper Flagg, good defense right here. Really good job picking up on SGA. Don't give up the rim run there. Again, don't give up the rim run. Contest everything else. Really solid defense here. He tries to backdoor cut, and it works. It's not even really good offense, but I guess I could have been clicked on to Booker and been a little bit lower there to stay in between. Unfortunately, he gets that little floating layup to go in. It's like, okay, you know what? It is what it is. Not a big deal. Dump it in. I probably should have dumped it into Flagg there, honestly, on the slip, and I'm lucky that isn't a turnover because I feel like I had Flagg slipping to the rim there, but I didn't throw the pass, and it was almost a turnover off that bump, but winds up being all right. We reset the offense again, and Sigma screens at the elbow instead of coming and actually setting a screen, which is really stupid, but whatever. It is what it is. Not a big deal overall, thankfully. And we get right back to it. Still a 6-point lead. The honest truth is a 6-point lead is not a ton, but it's nice to have. And when you have a lead like that, you have to extend. Take the standing dunk there, tries to exit with Sigma, but just doesn't get in front enough, and it just gives up an easy driving lane to the basket. And so now it's an 8-point lead. And again, extend, trying just to find a way to get one stop. Perfect X switch right there. Wiggins winds up right in the passing lane, gives us an easy look at a steal, which is really nice. Turns the ball over, gets us an opportunity for a double-digit lead for the first time in this game, and a great hop step with Booker. Those hop steps are really effective this year, especially against not the strongest defenders. Can create good space even against good defenders, though, and give you opportunities for finishes and stuff like that. So well done there. Step out on SGA enough with Wiggins to make him think about shooting that shot, but hesitate. Don't give up the rim run with Sigma. Again, beat him to the spot. Well done. Try not to give up the rim run to Cooper Flagg there. Click on late and contest, and that's just a really good shot. Good job of him using the escape. Again, I didn't want to give up the rim run first there, and I did click on to try to contest with Booker, but unfortunately am not able to, and he cuts it right back to 7. So good offense by him. But again, a little bit of a size mismatch here. Drive the ball with Sigma, just manages to get past SGA, wiggle in a little bit. Try to take advantage of that size advantage there. If we could get inside position at all, really good chance we're going to be able to finish, and we were able to do exactly that. And then he misses again with KG. If I'm helping off anybody, I do want it to be KG. Now, I helped way too much off there, but we'll take it nonetheless. Cooper Flagg, nice escape, knockdown 3, and there you go. Cooper Flagg drills a 3 with confidence. He hit one off the escape. I go right back and hit one off the escape as well, getting my opponent into the screen a little bit, and then we call a little double team, trying to get a little aggressive defensively, and it works. He tries to no dip, kind of gets a weird animation, and all of a sudden it's a 12-point lead. We're pushing the floor. Try to drive the ball. I forget exactly what happened here. Drive the ball, and he fouls. Okay, so playing good at this point. We're up 12, starting to get comfortable. Last couple possessions have been effective, and recalls Flagg to us. I'm going to slip the screen early here. He's got just such a size advantage on SGA that, again, using those hop steps, getting a little bit of favorable positioning, finishes a 28% contested layup, which is a nice finish. And again, all of a sudden, it's a 12-point lead, or a 14-point lead that gets cut back to 12. Nice floater there, but it's fine. Again, patience, good offense here. Just be consistent, get good shots, and we are going to be just fine. Reset to Flagg again. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, he's playing pretty good. We're using him as a ball handler a little bit here. Try to get downhill to the rim if I can. And I do get downhill to the rim. Kind of not amazing offense, but we do manage to get past his Flagg one way or another from rejecting the screen a little bit there, and we get ourselves another dunk. And then he goes for another floater, and Cooper freaking punches it. He's playing D now as well, up by 14, making an impact defensively. Like I said, Cooper Flagg has started to take over this third quarter as we have that 12-point or 14-point lead. Bad pass, Flagg with the steal as well. All of a sudden, he's doing everything. And all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, I got to go get another dunk. Turn the corner. Cooper Flagg, he looks so fast bursting out of that for whatever reason on that possession, and he gets himself another dunk. And all of a sudden, we're up 16. Really extending this game. And he forces a missed dunk. I mean, absolutely doing everything on both ends of the court right now. Push the floor again here. I'm trying to get a 3-ball off if I can. Now I'm thinking go downhill, if at all possible. Oh, no, I'm not. I've pulled that from deep. If I had satellite takeover instead of whatever sharpshooting takeover I have, maybe that's a good shot. As is, we wound up giving up a transition take foul, which isn't exactly how you want to end out the quarter, but we're still up by 15, so it is what it is. Fourth quarter. I'm definitely going back to Cooper Flagg in a lot of ways. This is a confident shot here. I want to talk y'all through the shot selection of this shot. He sends a fake double. I know he's going to rotate with Jokic, but I also know it looks like a full rotation, but I have total confidence this is not a full rotation. He's not going to give me this next pass. So I catch and shoot, knowing that he's going to stop and go back with Chris Bosh. That's just knowing what your opponent is likely going to give up, anticipating and predicting right. And it gives me a wide open 3. Really confident, good shot right there for Devin Booker. Gives us, at that point, an 18-point lead. He cuts it back to 16. But still, at this point, we're in control. 100% we are in control. Blow by, Cooper Flagg. I'm sorry, Jokic, when he's that close up on Cooper Flagg, we got a speed advantage there. You can get those blow-by animations when the defender's up in your body as well. Take advantage and turn the corner, get downhill yet again. He is doing everything. Helping off a Braun, then doing a good job of getting back, contesting the shot, just impacting the game so well on both ends of the court. I will be honest, the last couple minutes, I kind of forced some stuff through him a little bit too much, but he played so well in much of this game. Even that's almost great. 8% contested. I didn't hate that shot. He did jump with Dr. J, but I don't feel like that was a terrible shot either. Does get a dunk with Braun there, but I mean, really, really good stuff from Cooper Flagg. The last few minutes has really allowed us to extend the lead. reset the offense again. I low-key probably had Booker again. He full rotates that time, but again, I'm just going to reset, be patient, not going to force anything because, again, forcing anything is not the way to go. And Flagg, just his speed is getting him downhill so easily. We're getting so many easy dunks and different opportunities, and now he's up to 17 points. And I don't even think we've seen his best highlight yet. I think he has one more highlight coming here in the last 2 minutes. There was, if I'm not mistaken, I'm almost certain it was in this game. It was absolutely insane. So we'll see that here in just a second. Low-key X-switched Cooper Flagg onto Dr. J there, thinking that he was going to go to Dr. J. Pretty good defense with Dylan Harper there. Try to play the slip. I was in the passing lane, but they didn't give me a deflection or anything. So it is what it is. Reset the offense again. Trying to anyway. Took Cooper Flagg again. I'm definitely playing through Coop at this point. But LeBron does steal it. He kind of forces in transition. At this point, he kind of has to. Down by 16. With 2 minutes left, he's got to get threes up. And it works out okay. We wound up getting a block there and still having a chance at a stop. Did not mean to jump there, and it gives up an inside layup. That was an accident. I was trying to icon Y probably, and I gave that up. So it is what it is. Cooper Flagg. Now we're pushing the floor. Throw it up the court. Dr. J, great confident shot. I mean, he's one of the best shooters in the game. We got ourselves a little wiggle room there. As he's pressing, trying to get stops here towards the end of the game, it gives us an opportunity as well to have his defense a little bit more out of position if we're able to beat some of the initial steps of the press and stuff. And that's really good defense there as well. I think he finally might have scored on Coop this possession. Yeah, he does get the corner turned with LeBron, and he does manage to get to the rim for a dunk. But overall, I think Cooper Flagg had a really good defensive game in this game as well. It wasn't just offensive impact, which is really nice. And I think this is the highlight right here. Who did he just put in the rim like that? Was that Jokic? I mean, goodness gracious, Cooper. Like, what? That is rude. That's like mean. What are you doing to this man? He splits okay. He splits AK, gets downhill. There's help coming from the corner, and Jokic is helping. He dunks on 3 guys basically. I love it. I'm not gonna lie. That's my Mav. That's like the one hope my Mavs have over the next few years is Cooper Flagg developing into something great. And even though his rookie year has struggled so far, it's fun to have him in my team. It's fun to be able to use that card. And you know what? This was a fun game, man. I had a lot of a very enjoyable time using Cooper Flagg in the second half. We did a good job of extending this lead and then not giving up a ton of threes. Gave up a couple, including that one where I gambled myself out of the play. Probably don't want to gamble with reaches and stuff like that. But still, a very solid overall game. I feel like a very impactful game, of course, from Cooper Flagg, but just in general, as we turn the corner and get one more dunk as well. And yeah, that winds up basically being the game. How much did I win by? I didn't win by that much. Won by 13. I think I did get points for this game, even though I only won by 13, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this game is 2685, which gets me up to 8th place. So I'll take it. That's a lot of points, honestly. It's more points than I expected I would get for a 12-point win, but managed to get to 8th place in King of the Court. I'm not going to lie, winning King of the Court is... it's really, 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 really difficult to get enough high point games to be able to get the 13. I don't know how these people are getting 13,700 or whatever each week. Like that's like 3,400 points 4 times. That type of points is pretty ridiculous. I won games by 55 and 57, playing well, shooting efficient, like good games, and only got 3,200 and 3,050. Like, I don't know, man. Seems really tough to win legit, but it is what it is. We're going to keep on trying for sure. Keep on getting better at the game. Got ourselves a win against an absolute God squad in this one, and I hope y'all did enjoy this video breaking down this game a little bit. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.